That secret rescue mission, once again pulled off by that elite Navy SEAL Team 6, parachuting in under cover of night to save a 32-year-old American woman held hostage by pirates in Somalia. She'd been held for months. These are images of Jessica Buchanan, video her captives those pirates took of her to prove they had her. Jessica's family back home fearful she'd never come back. And then at last night's State of the Union, this first clue, the president seen congratulating his defense secretary. You could hear the president say, "Great job." But we now know that even as the president stepped up to that podium last night, the secret mission was still underway. And tonight here, how did the SEALs pull off this high-stakes 50-minute mission? Why go in last night? The situation's so dire they had to get to her. And we take you inside the training that prepares these Navy SEALs for unthinkable rescues like this one. ABC's Martha Raddatz starts us off tonight.
It was heart-pounding, one of the toughest kinds of missions. Not only was SEAL Team 6 facing enemy pirates, they had to get the hostages out alive. At about 1:40 in the morning Somalia time, 5:40 p.m. in Washington, the SEAL team huddled in dead darkness in the back of a C-130 as it approached the target, a remote encampment in northern Somalia. One by one, the SEALs hurled themselves out of the plane at high altitude, parachuting silently to within a few miles of the hideout. Within minutes after sneaking into the encampment, the SEALs were facing a barrage of gunfire. The SEALs moved quickly, killing all 9 heavily armed kidnappers. And there in the darkness, with explosives littering the compound, were the hostages. 32-year-old Jessica Buchanan and Danish aid worker Paul Hagen, both outside, separated by 30 to 40 yards. At approximately 2:30 a.m. local time, 6:30 p.m. in Washington, the hostages were moved on board Black Hawk helicopters. A few minutes later, at 6:45 p.m. in the White House, the president was preparing for his State of the Union address when he was told the hostages were in U.S. hands and headed for Djibouti. By 8:45 last night, as he walked into the Capitol, the hostages had still not arrived in Djibouti, but cameras caught this moment. President Obama congratulating Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta.
Leon, good job tonight. Good job tonight.
Buchanan had been a dedicated aid worker focusing on demining. She suffers from an undisclosed medical condition that after 3 months in captivity was deemed life-threatening, triggering the mission. Back in Washington at 10:32 p.m., with the hostages confirmed safe, the president called Jessica's father to tell him his daughter was free. Jessica's family received the good news as well.
Just such an answer to all the prayers. I can never tell them how thankful I really am for what they do and for what they did.
The family hopes to reunite with Jessica in the next day or two after final medical evaluations, but she is said to be doing well, David, considering all that she has been through.